right. I think it's going. So welcome to another map making stream with BirdieMaps. Thomas is here. We've been doing this monthly now, pretty much every month. And this month we're doing swamps, which is actually highly appropriate because in the West Marches campaign on my server, a lot of people are moving into the swamps, and now I have to make a lot of swamp maps. But this was actually requested last stream. I think W on our server requested it. But he was in the audience last time. So if you have suggestions, be sure to drop them in the chat, drop them in the comments. We're reading them the whole time. And of course, as always, the maps today will be released for free at Birdie's Patreon. There's a link in the description down below. Is it going? I hope it's going. Double check. Because otherwise that could be very crazy. All right. Yes, it is going. Okay. Well, I'm just talking to myself. Yeah. Okay. Well, my YouTube...
It's okay.
Yeah. My YouTube was not refreshing, so I couldn't see, you usually see your little camera of yourself, and I was like, nothing's happening there. Should we double check? But anyway, I'll toss it over to you, Thomas, and you can introduce yourself, talk about stuff that's happening to me.
Like last time, nothing changed. I'm still BirdieMaps, making better maps online, perfectly designed for virtual tabletops, especially Foundry. I love this software. And today we want to make some swarms. Let me quickly share my screen.
Oh, let me click on it.
There are also some interesting news, because first, the new version released just the day after our last stream.
Oh, great. I didn't even know. I haven't made maps recently. So.
And I also installed some mods this time. I'm not sure how I can display them properly. Maybe I give out a list later. Some of these turned out to be very useful and less performance heavy than I expected. So we will test them out too today. Okay, let's start with the swarm. As for swarms, they're usually very water heavy. So we will include a lot of the water features. First, as always, we start with a little terrain. I always forget that I have new mods available. So this mod is called Advanced Search or Search Plus, something like that. I will drop the list later, which puts all the textures you have, terrain textures, into one list. Normally you have to pick the pack, which is kind of annoying.
That's nice.
The problem is I'm not used to it. That's the wrong one. Oh no, I have to click here first. That's the right one. Perfect. A little
chaotic,
small.
There's a chaotic good DM says starring guess it's more like industry professional, which is true. You are an industry professional by this point.
Sounds great. Thanks, Eric.
Oh yeah, always 4 more slots. Okay, so you're adding a grass texture one.
Just a few pre-selects. Maybe it changes later on.
Yeah.
We need still... Bronze terrains assets. Always useful. And the sand one. This. And these I leave empty for later usage. Wait, one more. Classic yellowish.
I feel like swamps are hard.
They are. this fits. I think we need to start with a few cliffs. Instead of the terrain. Otherwise, I can't figure out how to set the water later.
Right. Because the cliffs will be above the water.
Mm-hmm.
Is this... which asset pack is this one? Or is this...
This is mine.
That's what I thought. I was like, I know I have this one, but...
Not sure which of mine. Few. They're all free, so...
Yep. What's this? So, if you're watching, in the chat, put what you think is the hardest part about swamps. I think it's like making it look like a swamp and not just like a lake. Varying the terrain a little bit.
Ooh, terrain is a lot of the most important part, I think.
Mm-hmm. The cat is jumping on something.
Your cat?
Yes, I think it's my cat. I'm surprised he's not in my lap, actually. Usually as soon as I turn on a stream, he's here.
Yeah, I kick my out for the streams.
There's no kicking him out. We actually have a cat door on the basement, because I'm in the basement. And we have a cat door on the basement that you can lock, right? He knows how to open it. He's like mechanically inclined, so he just like paws at it and opens this, because it's like a little dial, and he just opens it right up. So kind of defeated the purpose of buying the cat door.
All right, I now have a basic layout done, and now I can do the terrains.
Someone said the hardest part is filling in the details, like the vines or like plants. So here, I know what you're doing. So this is cliffs. So there's rocks at the bottom of the cliff. I've learned so much.
Follow the rules.
Yeah, yep.
This is usually the most time-consuming part, but it's relaxing.
It is. Plus, we got music this time. I don't know if did I send you? It's the same playlist. I don't know if you turned it on.
Yeah, I turned on some music on my side. I don't want to have an echo.
No, I don't hear it. So.
Maybe next time we need to start a little earlier than usual with our pre-session. Then I can fix my audio on my end.
There you go. Looks beautiful.
I only draw a few lines.
Yeah, but you can already tell like stuff's happening, you know? You can kind of tell where you're gonna
see the map? Can you see the map? I already have something in mind.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know how you like come up with it so quickly though, I guess. I guess because you've made so many.
Basically by drawing the cliffs, there something came up. Oh, I want to have a higher area in the center. Maybe some kind of wood hut or so. Have you ever been in a swamp?
Does Florida count? No, just that's a little U.S. joke there for you. Because we joke that all of the middle of Florida is a swamp. But no, I've not actually been in the swamps. I never even was in the Everglades, which is in Florida. Last time I was in Florida, we were gonna go on this like airboat ride. But for some reason we had to cancel it. I don't remember why. And that was years ago. So no. Have you been in a swamp?
Once.
Really?
Northeast Germany. The East Sea. Not sure what it's called in English. I think similar. Yeah, and there's a few old swamp areas. It's very interesting. They're still a little drained, I think you call it, to have some walkable areas. But overall very interesting. Very huge ants.
Ants?
And a lot of them. Yeah.
What do you mean by huge ants? How big were they?
Thumb sized.
Really? That's gross. Okay, so we added some grass texture to the cliffs.
Exactly, every point that's above water, basically. A little too bright.
And some dirt. Ooh. There you go. It's very muddy in a swamp, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What other kind of things are in the swamp? I'm trying to think of like what objects you'll put on this map. I mean, I guess there's trees, maybe cattails.
What kind of trees? Cattails, sure. Lily pads.
Lily pads, okay.
Ones. Also, the type of trees, a lot of roots.
Yeah, because it's got they're like exposed. This is one of those kinds of maps that, because I've never been to a swamp or like really seen much of swamps, I'd have to look up pictures of swamps and then be like, oh, okay, so this is what you kind of find here, and then I could probably make the map. Still wouldn't be as good as yours, but you can kind of tell how things move in the water there too. A little bit.
Sorry?
Well, the way you've used the terrain where I think the water's going to go kind of gives it like a feeling like that
the
water.
strokes.
Yeah, the water came in this way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly, that's what I do.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out things. I'm trying to learn from you, okay? And then I can share this with all of the audience. We're learning together. Lots of sand. I feel like this is like the best time to do one of these streams too, because it's like the end of the day on a Friday. I don't have to do anything else. After this, I get to play in another game. I'm playing Cypher System. So If anybody
Never
in
heard
the
of it.
I hadn't either, but there was someone on our server who wanted to share the system with us, and I was like, I'm down to try new systems, so I'm playing. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, I have a little bit of an idea. We had like a session 0 making characters and stuff, but
What kind of setting is it?
it kind of feels. He's gonna be mad if he's in the audience. It kind of feels sci-fi-esque because it's like post-apocalyptic Earth almost, but like humans are extinct on Earth, and then they I think they like reclaimed it. Like there were people who had left Earth and went to other planets, and they came back. So like. Yeah, and there's like big crazy robots and stuff and big giant bugs, and so it feels kind of sci-fi.
Mm-hmm. Fallouty.
Yeah, kind of, yes. There's like these giant robots that like destroyed everything, so yeah. I think that's partially why I like this this path that you have too, is I don't feel like I have to like really vary like the points on it, as much, because it already kind of is built in rugged.
Compared to Scrons,
Yeah. Like
you have to wiggle a lot.
Yeah. Exactly. Give it some more depth. Oh, and it's kind of muddy, I guess, too, huh? That's why you picked that color.
Mm-hmm.
This is below water. I saw the layer change, so underneath the swampy water.
I was thinking ahead of the map.
And I know you just did it, but there's hotkeys now to change layers.
Best feature.
So what is it? 1 to jump to layer 1? It's like 1 through 4 or something.
Exactly. 1 to 4. For the layer, if you want to go underwater, you have to press Alt and 1. Below ground, Alt and 4.
And you've already learned that, probably. I have not. I have to make more maps so I can learn the shortcuts. But
Used. Oh, it's proper orientated. The cliff was on the wrong side.
That's what I thought too, but I was like, well, maybe I'm... Oh, fixed. Easy peasy. No one in the chat today. No one wants to talk to me. No one wants to ask questions. Ask questions, guys. Anything. Maybe not anything. I don't know if we would...
Chaotic, good GM. one of my patrons, and
Ah!
he's trying to recreate a map in the same time, and just said he can't keep up. If you want to, maybe you should start smaller than I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because yours is so big. I would say if you're gonna make something at the same time, start with something that's like, I don't know, like 20 by 20 or like something like that. And then you can always make it bigger, you know?
Yeah, that's what I do. I start big and go bigger.
I try to start smaller because I also feel like otherwise I spend forever on the maps, you know? And sometimes you need a map fast.
Yeah, that's a problem. You can always invest more and more time.
Mm.
The map is getting better always, but it takes a little long. So that's why you hire people like me.
That is true. Chaotic Good DM said, I don't even know where all the stuff is you are using. Well, some of them are your assets from some of them are on, what is that, cartographer at cartographyassets.com, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the speed this is coming together is insane, says Chiz Air. I'd have maybe got 16 by 16 grid done. Yeah, well, it's not about speed, guys. It's, you know, just take your time. Start small, then, you know, you'll be as fast as Birdie one day too. Maybe. How many maps a month do you make total, do you think?
A month?
Yes.
10, maybe more.
Ooh.
So I release 2 packs, each with 5 maps per month.
And then also commissions, though, too, right?
Those are mostly commissions.
Oh, okay.
So whenever I make a commission, it's also released on Patreon.
Chaotic Good DM says, nah, bro has plus 1,200 made. I'm not catching up. Chizair asks, are you using reference images or something for inspiration, or are you just winging this?
So when I started, I used a lot of reference images and also a lot of other map creators. I watched a lot of. I spent many times watching the Dungeondraft subreddit and tried to figure out how people solved problems I didn't like making cliffs properly. That was the first thing I looked up. Reference images as well, if I don't know how a certain area looks like. For example, for a swamp, I would look it up, and I didn't know how swamps were looking like. And for this one, I just go with it. I had no starting idea. Just make a swamp.
But you've looked at what swamps look like now before, so you kind of already know the general look and feel. So that's why he can wing it now. But I'm the same way. I have to have. Well, I don't wing pretty much anything. I have to look up stuff every time I make a map because I just feel, well, I'm also not very confident in my map making, so I always look.
You can always refer to your experience as well with video games or TV shows that you've seen. I remember, for example, the swamp in Baldur's Gate and the swamp in Divinity, typical ones. And that's also where I get my inspiration.
That's a good point. Yes, Chaotic Good DM says, or build your favorite street as map inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I did that once in Minecraft. This is different. I built my own house in Minecraft, like the house I was living in.
Ooh, that's difficult.
I know.
Because of the scaling.
Mm-hmm. I also look up a lot of so what happens is, here's what happens. I'm like, I have an idea. Here's my session or whatever I'm prepping for. Then I'm like, I need a map and it needs to look kind of like this. And then I go online and I look it up and I'm like, D&D maps with whatever title, like tavern or whatever. And then I look at all these maps and I'm like, oh, this one might be okay, but I wish this and this and this and this were different. And then I end up making my own kind of based on that. But then I also like look up what I like the environment or whatever and have like a Google image of that up and then the Google image of the map up so that I can like make exactly what I want. I think now that I know I can
That's a good
make
technique.
It's okay. I feel like now that I know how to make maps, I end up spending a lot of time map making because I don't want like nothing is exactly what I'm picturing, so I get too specific with my maps.
What I've also done in the beginning was making themed packs with every month a new theme. Once it was Arctic, one was about deserts, one was about dungeons, one about jungles, and then I learned how to make certain biomes. Now I can make any type of building and any type of biome because I know how to make this biome.
Maybe one day I'll get there.
Do it yourself, make like a few nature maps, Arctic, and then you know how to make Arctic maps properly. And you also learn how to make special effects, like how to create a glowing crystal properly or the color theory, just by doing. So I think this was all. Here.
I think you missed one at the bottom. Bottom left corner.
Ah, thanks.
I'm helpful. I like that. Hi, Jacob. He says, just jumping in for a few minutes, but I'll watch the video when it's finished. That's good, because we're making swamps. But Chaotic Good DM says, but ruined maps still take their time. Ruined maps? Like maps with ruins on them, I'm guessing?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, we recently had to talk, and I'm working on a ruined city district. Kind of complicated, but very cool and interesting story. And it takes me forever. So, first I have to create a temple and a city district. Then I have to run it down, and all in 2 layers. So it's like making 4 maps.
Oh, well, at least then you have like 4 versions, you know, if someone doesn't want the ruined one.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
Sadly. I mean, I could, but that would be additional work.
I see. My problem is, so in my West Marches game, kind of the premise of the whole world is that like hundreds of years ago, all of society collapsed, but the society that was there was like, it's like our society, but in the 90s, you know? So there's like old beat up cars. There's not as many cars anymore, but there's like concrete buildings and like, you know, rundown. I made a rundown gas station one time. Like all this kind of stuff, but like the adventurers don't know what they were called and that kind of thing. So like the gas station, I had called it an ancient carriage house, which is fun. I had
Describing modern stuff with fantasy words.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of fun, but that means I need like so many maps because like there's not a lot of, you know, modern ruins or apocalyptic maps out there. So I always have to like make stuff
Maybe
when it
you
comes.
want to look at Ada, a day at. She also has a Patreon and is making a lot of modern and sci-fi themed maps.
Ada?
Worth checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a day at.
Okay. Cool.
I just give the other people a little time to keep up.
Yeah, take a drink. Yeah, take a break. Day at. I'll have to look at it.
So.
I think.
It's...
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I talk all the time.
I think it's not looking that great right now, in my opinion. But it will look great in the end. The colors will come together. I promise.
Yes, but you can kind of tell where the water's gonna go. It kind of already has a... You can kind of tell the direction we're going. You can kind of tell it's a swamp.
Maybe we can discuss a few features of the map.
Yeah.
So, what I was going for is having a witch hut at the center. With some bridges leading to the center. It could also be a ritual place. Maybe you know something you need in your swamp maps.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have some sort of weird gate of sorts in our swamp. Like an old ruined structure. I don't think other people pictured this, but I pictured like an old Stargate, like just, you know, broken up circular gate. But I don't know. A witch hut or something in the swamp is also good. I can always use that. I can always use huts in the swamp, you know, even if I put something else there.
It's just a classic one.
Yeah, it's classic. Swamps always have... Oh, wait. I skipped somebody. I just wanted to suggest the witch hut like in Minecraft, says Chaotic Good DM. And then Ben said, swamps always have lots of roots. Yes. Jacob asks why the workflow of doing the riverbed before adding the water.
Because I don't know exactly where the water go. The exact borders. Maybe it changes throughout the process and it's annoying to rearrange the water. But you could do the water first. Doesn't matter.
I could see it being kind of a pain if you're not sure where your cliffs are and stuff too.
Also, I want to play... Yeah, the cliffs. I want to place the rocks first, then I usually do the water. Okay. You know what's coming.
Pick all your colors. A variation of a few. To make it look nice. It does actually add variation though. It like really does elevate the map. Even if it's time consuming. Jacob, who asked the question about the riverbed, says, okay, cool. I was just curious. Yep, that's what we're here for. Ask more questions. That's what we're here for.
keep me entertained.
I mean, I'm entertained watching you make maps. I don't know about anybody else, but... Select all your colors.
So, technically we can... next step. With the next step we can try out a new mod.
Oh, okay. Yes, if anybody missed the beginning, Birdie has new mods this time. He's gonna show us. Which is good. I haven't used any mods for Dungeondraft, but I know that there's a few people who are like, you should try this, and I'm like, okay, and then I never do. Not that I'm against using mods, I just never know which ones are actually worth using.
Mm-hmm. That's why I also struggle when they have only one specific reason to use.
Yes, that too. Because if you add too many, then it's just going to slow it all down. There we go. Making the cliff look less straight. Man, you work very fast. Jacob says he is also 100% entertained by just watching you making maps.
Maybe you noticed that I always change the layers with the hotkeys.
Yes, I
To
noticed.
swap between below water and above water.
Yeah.
This will create a cool effect when I add the water.
Yes. Yes, so again, they added hotkeys, so that update your version of Dungeondraft for hotkeys, if nothing else. They also added assets though too. And I think paths and patterns. They're gonna add some of everything. And it's free. Free update. Also, something else you do. What button are you clicking to move through assets fast?
Sorry?
Because sometimes you swap assets. Isn't that like the right mouse button or something? Yeah, like that.
It's holding and scroll with mouse wheel.
Okay. Shift
So
and
that's most of the time I do it to get the right color. I selected two different types of colors. Brownish and rockish. And to get the right color at the right spot, I cycle until I get one.
Like, I know you're doing something here. I don't know what it is.
Right. Rocks.
Some rounded rocks in the middle, probably. The water. Chaotic Good DM says you can almost smell the years of experience. And then he put in parentheses that he is in pain. That's why you hire Birdie and you watch streams by Birdie and then you learn from that. I mean, everything takes time to learn.
Yes. Mostly you have to learn your assets, the ones you have and how to use them.
Yes. That's also why for a long time I didn't even download assets, because I was like, I don't know what's in here. Let's learn this first. I think because you told me that when I was first starting.
Learn the assets you have, and then you expand slowly, not all of them at once.
The other thing too, which is why I make a lot of my own maps, is I don't like when my maps don't match in style, you know? Like, I like the Dungeondraft style, so I don't like it when people use... Because you can use... what is that one? Forgotten Adventures. They have asset packs that... Some of them are nice, but it's like, you can tell they're a different style. Yeah.
It's a realism style. I don't like it either. I like my D&D campaigns a little cartoonish.
Yes. Because it's, you know, it's fantasy, you know?
Also, you get a lot of other... Yep.
Oh. Jacob says, I've been loving the hotkey switching between the layers. The more hotkeys, the better. Yeah, you use them so quickly now, too. That's why I'm like, how many maps have you made since the update?
Probably 20.
It makes sense. I have not made any since... I haven't updated my Dungeondraft yet. I mean, I have the version we got to test.
Yeah, me too. I also didn't update again. But it's mostly bug fixes, and I didn't notice any critical bugs.
A lot more rocks on this level than I think most. But I guess there's not a lot of other things you can put into a swamp. You know, you got rocks, you got trees.
A lot of plants. You'll see. You'll see. How about some hives?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Mushrooms. We could put mushrooms in a swamp.
A lot of different mushrooms. So many ideas.
You have so many ideas. I'm like, I don't know. I'm struggling. Oh, Jacob's heading out. Got to get packing for a trip and looking forward to watching this later. P.S. Your videos have made me such a better map maker. I started using lighting in my maps too. He did. I saw some. I don't know if you saw them on the server. Well, bye, Jacob.
No, I didn't. Need to check. Bye. Definitely need to check all of it. That's sweet.
Yeah.
So let's test the new mod I have. It's area brush. So I think we can set details here. Yeah. Which allows to... Why do I not see the tool? This. I have to figure it. Still need to figure it out properly. So, which is the brush tool, but in an area instead of just a line.
Oh.
Works perfect.
That's nice.
So then I will place these on the lowest layer. I noticed a bug with it. You have difficulties reselecting them. But you can reselect them by drawing a box over them.
Chaotic Good DM says, the level of detail already amazes me. Never found a better mapper after Birdie. Me neither, honestly. I
You're
use a lot
glazing again.
I use a lot of your maps, honestly.
I hope so.
I don't think I download from anybody else, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Then you need to download from Matthew.
Oh, yes, I do. I have some from Matthew, too. That's right. But he also uses Dungeondraft, so that's why.
Mm.
He has a similar cartoony style.
He used the same palette of assets. So his maps fit perfectly with mine.
Yes. We need more map makers like that. Got a good
Yeah,
DM
well.
says he's not stopping, bro. So, just so you know. It's gonna toot your horn forever.
Huge difference with this tool.
Yeah, it was much faster. What was the name of this tool? Do you remember?
Scatterbrush.
Scatterbrush. Writing it down.
I will look up my mod list later.
No worries.
Oh.
What does this little plus mean?
Which plus?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's an engage with your audience button. I can start a Q&A. Look at that. What does that even mean? Let's try this. What questions? Oh. You're gonna hear my very clicky keyboard, and I'm sorry.
Yes. Like a typewriter. I love it.
I like it too, but some people are like, what? Oh my
I
goodness.
never found someone liking it too. Everybody's annoyed by it, except me.
I love it, so there's that. Hey, there you go. This doesn't help us though. So now in the chat, there's a whole section for questions. But it's not like our chat is that active, you know? So it's not like I would miss the questions.
I think we can do the water now.
Okay.
Deep color.
I will also mention that on stream, it's going to be a slightly more saturated than off stream because
Yes.
YouTube likes it to be more saturated. So just keep that in mind. It's probably a little, more green or more of a stronger color.
Yeah. Whereas I'm using a very desaturated color palette.
Yeah.
I see a lot of other creators having brighter colors. So by reducing the opacity from the water, we can create a very cool effect. For the shallow area, we can go very, very low, even to like 20. But we have to, and yeah, we do this in the end. We have to consider that our border is now a little bit further ahead. I'm not sure. You'll see. You will translate.
Okay.
So, where do we start here?
One question: D&D 5e 2024 or 2014? Which do you
2014.
prefer? 2014?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think both are
You have a
fine.
different opinion.
No.
Do we separate here?
This is where our friendship ends. No. No, I don't. I just don't have a preference. I think 2014 was good. I think 2024 has good aspects. I don't think they needed to make 2024. I think they could have just stopped with 2014.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't see anything wrong if people like 2024 better.
Yeah, that's fine. Some changes are cool.
Yeah.
For example, the new counter spell. I like that one.
Oh, I haven't actually looked at Counterspell.
Ooh, you roll a save instead of just countering the spell.
Chaotic Good DM says Hasbro needs the money. Sure, they do. Yeah.
What I don't like about it, they should have made it like D&D 6th edition. Now I always get mixed up answers for stuff. You look up a spell and it's the wrong spell edition.
Yep. I agree.
It's confusing.
And as much as they like to say that 2014 is like backwards compatible or whatever, it's not. It's not perfect.
Too many changes in my opinion.
Yeah. There's too many changes, and if you played a 2014 character in a 2024 game, you would be underpowered, even if you use like the more modern spells and stuff. So, yeah, I agree. I didn't think about looking things up. I don't know. I do like that healing spells do more, you know? Like it's so much...
Do they in general?
Yeah, they do. They added, I think so. Now I'm questioning everything. That or I've, been DMing wrong this entire time.
I'm not so used to the new rules. Alright.
Hey.
Disable the border, and you can see that the water starts basically here, but it's slowly getting less transparent. Creating a neat effect. Still think I don't like the color. Change.
Yeah, move that in the middle. Yeah, it's too blue, I think. That's better. I think color is really hard.
You can look up the color circle. That's always useful. You want to know which opposite colors fit on your map. Did in the beginning looking up color palettes online. You can find many different color palettes that have fitting colors.
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot actually. I go to Pinterest. I actually have a whole Pinterest board that is just like color palettes and like these groupings of colors that I liked or used for a project. But color theory is a whole thing. I did take a course in color theory, but I don't remember too much.
Oh, interesting.
It's part of just design courses. So.
Well, now we are doing the brushes. Let's try the new scatter tool.
Yeah.
Well, okay, colors. So swampy.
Swampy green. Ooh, there you go. How do you add character to dungeons? Currently looking to do... What's DOTMM? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Something... Which module is that? Now I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. And the dungeon feels empty. D-O-T. Oh, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I was like, I know it's an adventure module, but I don't know which one. So how do you add character to dungeons? He asks, or they ask.
Oh, depends. If it's something official, I try to stick as close as possible. For the rest, if I design my own dungeon, every room has a purpose, and that's very helpful. Like if you're having a kitchen, you probably have a storage somewhere. If it's like a demonic dungeon, the kitchen will be close to the storage, will be close to the slaughterhouse, maybe to the torture room. Or do you mean with the assets? That's a different story. Because finding proper assets is hard. To be honest, I don't think this scatter tool works great for the bushes. It's a little bit too messy, in my opinion.
Too scattered.
Too scattered.
Yeah. And then another question.
Oh, forgot water.
Do you prefer to DM or to play as a PC?
Definitely DM.
Same. I think once you DM, I don't know, you never go back. Whether by choice or
If
not.
you like it.
Yes, that's true. I feel like though, like if you run more than one game, I think people, if you only give it like, if you only do a one shot and then you never go back, then I feel like it's, you know, you don't get the full experience. If you run a full campaign and you like start to tailor, even if you run a module, like you start to tailor the module to your own like vision, that's when it starts getting fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love DMing. I also like to talk, so when you're in the DM chair, you talk a lot. So there's that.
Interesting. So for me, it's like presenting them a living world where they can interact with everything. And for me, preparing a session is like playing a video game, like a strategy game.
Yeah, I agree. I have the most fun just preparing sessions. My husband says it's because I'm very organized, and you kind of have to be. You don't have to be organized, I guess. You could just wing everything. But I like take those organization skills to my session prep. And he's like, I think you just like being organized, and that's another way to be organized. And I was like, maybe.
Yeah, I would say I'm also very organized with my D&D stuff. But only D&D stuff. And mapping stuff. Maybe you already noticed, all the steps I've done so far are the same as with every other map.
Yep. Rocks, bushes, put the rocks at the bottom of the cliff. Bushes, well, you can't put the bushes at the bottom because there's water here. You can put a little bit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, where some rocks are.
Yes, but near the rocks. Yeah, they're much closer together when you do it this way than with the mod.
I have a little more control over it.
Chaotic Good DM asks, how long did making a map of this scale take in the beginning? A long time.
Oh.
Can you remember that far back?
Yeah, I can. That far ago. How long did it take? Probably longer than it takes me now. But if it would be a forest, still very quick. I didn't do many of my tricks I do now, like the lighting. I just skipped it. So it saves me 10 to 15 minutes. What else? Yeah, the cliffs, I got more techniques for the cliffs, lighting. The shadowing also takes a lot of time. But it took me longer to figure out how to place objects properly and which fit perfect. I would say like 3 hours.
In the beginning? 3 hours in the beginning?
For forest.
For a forest.
Like yeah. Swamp maybe a little longer to figure out everything, which I now know.
This is nice, this little Q&A thing. It puts all the questions in one little area for me. It's very nice. And this is like a big one. Would you have made something this big?
A forest, yes. It's always easy to make nature maps. Quick to make nature maps. As you see, I just have to select the plants once and then go over the whole map like a printer does. Whenever I see a spot where the asset fits perfectly, I place it. I think it's now time to make it a little more swampy.
Swampy. I do like that water. The more you like go by the water, I'm like, wow, it really does kind of like, it's just a smooth transition from water to land. It looks good. All right, what makes it more swampy? Mushrooms? Roots?
No, I was thinking about plants. Basically some monstera plants. Philodendron. I think they are not really swamp plants, more like tropical plants, but I think they fit.
I think they do too. I think because it's a map, you can kind of, like it's a fantasy map, you can kind of get away with it just... Hi, Mia. You have a chocolate mustache? I see it.
Oh.
Okay. I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Oh.
Okay. She's very happy to show me her chocolate mustache.
I would be happy if I had a chocolate mustache.
Right?
That means I had chocolate.
Exactly. Yes. I don't know. Do you guys celebrate Halloween in Germany? Or a Hallows Eve?
Yes.
Okay.
Not as much as you do in America. But still. So I'm throwing a Halloween party.
There you go. Well, we have my mom is obsessed with Halloween, and so she also goes in September. They have this like Halloween camp that they take their camper to, and then they decorate the camper with Halloween stuff, and there's like trick or treat between the campsites and stuff. So we did that. So she has already so much candy upstairs, and we haven't even gotten to Halloween yet, you know. I'm like, oh boy.
Then she has a month to be getting on a diet before Christmas comes. With more chocolate.
Although she's 3, she doesn't need a diet.
Okay.
But yes, she has already so many. I'm like kind of giving them away. I'm like, here, have some chocolate. And I put them out every time people come over, you know?
Do you do the same with your cats and treats? Maybe I see a pattern here.
Chaotic DM says, I'm doing a trench crusade one-shot. What does that mean? That week. And then someone else, equals 5, says, hello. So hello. And here's my cat. Hi, buddy. Yes. Don't lay on the keyboard, though. Don't lay on the keyboard. Hi, Matthew's here.
Oh, hey, Matthew.
We were talking about you. All good things. Says, I like the ambiance. And oh, I think we just mentioned that you also make Dungeondraft, or like maps with Dungeondraft that look the same style as Birdie's. That's all. Cattails, the only thing I know that belong in a swamp. Flinty, you're laying on my arm, buddy. Can you get in the lap? That would be easier. There you go, buddy.
No.
Yes, Matthew says he uses a lot of your assets. Which I'm not surprised. I use a lot of your assets too. System seminal to Warhammer, at least from the same creators. It's like a holy war in World War II fashion with hellish forces. That's what Trench Crusade is, I guess?
The gaming system, I think.
Oh, okay. Matthew says, I'm happy you guys are tackling swamps as they've got to be some of the hardest maps to make, in my opinion. While Birdie makes it look very easy, if we're honest. I think that trick with the water and
the color of the water
and the color is really what makes it. And the cliffs, yes. I don't know. It's just Birdie's technique. If we just, commission Birdie for everything, and then... Oh, we should talk about your map pack that you released today, too.
Yeah, the island pack.
Yes.
Sure. So, right before the stream, I finished and uploaded and released my island pack. I think KYLIE has put it somewhere in the description or so.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a personal pack of mine, which I was working on for a long time, as you can see. Comes with more than 16 multi-leveled maps. Each of the map is bigger than 80 by 80, except for one. For comparison, this one I'm working on is 50 by 56. So it's like quadruple the size.
Yeah.
All of these maps are connected. It's a huge jungle, a huge island with a jungle keep, druidic temples, volcano, everything you can imagine. And also, it's completely supported with Foundry, as much as I was able to do alone. So all the maps are connected with regions and teleporters. If you go on the border of one side of the map, you are prompted to, if you want to go to another map, and it teleports the tokens. So free exploration for the players.
Yeah.
As well, it comes with sound effects too.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah, ambient sounds.
I like it.
So worth checking out. It's completely free.
Yes.
Even the module.
It's in the description. I put a link in the description for sure. Oh, Matthew says, not to make you repeat it, but how did you do the water? So what he did was he turned the alpha like way down on the shallow part. And then it was a lot of trying to figure out the color. You turned it down on the other part too.
Yeah, deep color can go a little bit higher too. Yeah. And the shadow color, very, very low. You can even go to 0.
Yeah.
We can try
and
this.
just a reminder that on YouTube is going to look darker, like more saturated, more green than it actually looks because YouTube prefers saturated videos. So I got a little filter on mine. Alex says, just making this look too easy. Well done. Good job. Oh, and Matthew says, from what I've seen alone, I'm thinking about the island maps. That map pack is Birdie's best yet.
Oh, thank you, Matthew. I also have to mention that Matthew contributed to this pack. He donated, I think it were 4 or 5 ships. They are also included in the pack. Matthew, I have to send you the link. Just didn't get to it.
Yeah, literally right before stream, he was like, I gotta release this pack. I was like, okay, you got time. And Chaotic Good DM says he always outdoes himself. I think you're just always getting better, you know?
Hope so. Better and bigger. I want to do way more. But I need support to realize all my projects. Right. Oh, forgot this area.
Do you do this full-time or part-time?
It's full-time.
Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, otherwise I couldn't release such big projects. Like the Neverwinter project would not be possible.
That one was cool. Feel free to ask questions. I'm here to ask them to Birdie. We're adding thorny vines and roots. Oh yeah, definitely. Adding the different colors really adds a lot more variation. Okay, Matthew asks, are there plans to add something man-made to the swamp like a tent or a hag's den? Yes. I think we talked about something in that middle. He's using a mod called Scatterbrush, we think. Which does seem to work sometimes.
For certain things, yes.
Yeah.
Where it's okay to be messy.
In the water. Hotkeys. Constantly. Some of them sticking out of the water. Music is by... Ouch. Ouch, Flinty. Claws, buddy.
Who's that?
My cat Flint. He was putting his claws in my arm. He jumped away now. I was gonna say the music is by Michael Gelfi Studios. So you guys know. I think I am a patron of his too.
I think he's on my list of potential patrons.
Because it's I use the music a lot. It's also as long as you like credit him in the description, you can use it for streaming. So
Ooh, good to know.
yes. I like the effect of the like roots in the water. It just looks cool. Man, it already looks very swampy.
Now we're doing the roots. Start with the big ones.
They have like moss stuff too now, don't they?
Mm-hmm. But placing moss manually on the rocks is a little bit tedious.
Yes, it is.
Looks great, by the way. It looks really great doing it, but takes hours.
Roots coming through the cliffs and stuff. You're gonna put trees there?
You'll see. You'll see. That's another trick I do. Didn't notice I do this.
That's why I'm here. I ask questions. I've got one job. Now I'm very curious. Now, like, that's gotta be a bridge. Can you add a beaver dam? Chaotic Good DM asks. Do beavers live in swamps?
Don't think. Maybe? Maybe? I could imagine close to swamps.
Swampy beavers, Matthew says. New 5e enemy. A swarm of swampy beavers.
Sure.
What would their abilities be? Something poison? How do beavers have big chompers, right? They have big teeth, so...
Yes.
Just
they can do a lot of bite damage.
yeah. Piercing from their teeth. Alex says, just innately give them sanctuary.
They have lair actions.
Not a beaver, but we have 2 groundhogs. Aren't groundhogs similar to... Aren't they, like, related to beavers? We have 2 that live in our yard. There's a big one and a little one, so I'm guessing it's a male and a female.
I'm not sure. My guess would be beavers are rodents.
Uh-huh. Matthew says, maybe they build dams and swamps to sicken the waters that lead into towns? But why would they do that? Beavers aren't mean, are they? Matthew says they got bored. Why do they dam rivers? Now I'm curious. To
Why they
stop
built-
fish?
As a home, I think.
Huh.
To keep them warm and unsafe.
Things you learn while making maps.
My cat desperately wants to get in. Even with slashing damage.
Hey, Matthew says, Google tells me it's because dams are good at collecting fish. So I was right. It's for food. They collect fish.
Oh.
That was just a guess. I don't know much about animals. Alex says they are nature's engineers. Got some fish now. Matthew says KYLIE 1, Google 0. Actually, I guess Google would have 1 too, because they said the same thing, right? Get some fish in here. Ooh, that one looks smooth. Matthew says, true, but we didn't need Google because of you. So, I mean, not true. You should have looked that up. Just in case I was wrong. It's getting dark now. You can tell my stream's getting darker and darker. Just because someone on the internet says it's true, Matthew, doesn't mean it's true. I'm just someone on the internet. All right. Lily pads. Oh, we should add frogs. Or at least one frog.
Exactly.
And tadpoles. Matthew says, you're telling me the moon isn't made of cheese and babies don't come from storks? No.
Next you're saying Santa is not real. This works. The scatterbrush works pretty well for this. Mm-hmm.
Except in that little corner where it was very tight. There you go.
Not so great. But yeah, in total, yes.
Chaotic Good DM says an abandoned camp would also fit. I think. Yeah, it probably would in the middle there.
I'm going for the witch hut.
Alex is surprised by the Santa Claus fact. Or that the fact that the internet lies, I don't know.
What's it called? Lotus.
Ah. Oh, it didn't come up though. Maybe flower? This type of flower.
Probably flower.
Oh, they're beautiful. Philadelphia Piper says, add some dried blood to the abandoned camp and you have a story hook. That's true. Oh, that's
something I avoid on my maps.
Blood?
Actually. Too many signs. So trace of blood is. I want to keep my maps as generic as possible, so everybody can use them. You can always say there's a trail of blood, but you have difficulty saying there's no trail of blood, even though you see one.
That is true. And that's also why I end up making a lot of my own maps, because I'm like, well, this is great, but now my players are going to ask about this random magic circle here that I don't have any explanation for.
I mean, in a swamp, it's fine to have. There I would even place Trail of Blood. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, you can't have it in every map. But yeah, I actually tend to just export those kinds of things as tiles, and then I put them like they're in my Foundry. So if I ever need a trail of blood, I can just drag one onto the screen. Harry asks who Birdie is. Birdie is a map maker. He has a Patreon, his link's down below, but he gives like pretty much all of his maps for free, and he uses Dungeondraft, and he's been doing it. How long have you been doing this, Birdie? A couple years, right?
4.5 years.
Huh, more than a couple, like 4 years is a long time. Almost 5. Are you gonna do something big on your 5th workiversary? Your 5th?
Maybe? Probably. Probably.
I don't know. You add many story hooks on maps, secret rooms, random magic circles, and blood trails. Yeah, I mean some of Birdie's maps, but not all of them.
Some. I try to avoid it as much as possible.
I've also made tiles to hide those kinds of things. Like I'll put a bush on the map or something and hide it. Because it's like when you it's like the mushroom thing I told you about last time. Or like if there's a lot of like mushrooms or strange plants, then my players want to eat the mushrooms, or like they like focus on those things and not the map itself. I have to edit things a lot. Outlining the sand. Hi, Flinty. Cat is back. He's now on the desk.
Mine is squeaking.
Squeaking. Let me in, please.
Meow, 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 meow. I die.
I'm dying out here. Don't you hear it? My cats are like, I need food. They're like, no, you don't. There's so many colors.
Yeah, that's one of my newest textures, or recolors. And I don't think I have one that fits exactly the terrain. But it's close enough.
Yes. Hardly notice. I like those little purple flowers. It's a little pop of color. Outlining the grass. This is the thing, I think I told you this, where I was like, how did he do this? Because it looks so good. This is one of the things I was like, looking at
no
your
material.
maps. Yeah. I was like, it's not a material, because that doesn't look like that. Yes, buddy, I see you. I can't pet you the whole time, okay? My hand gets tired after a little bit. Don't bite! My cat says, enough streaming.
It's petting time.
Yes, pets only. I'm gonna
Only
give
pets.
you only pets. The new website. I'm giving you a 30-minute heads up because remember I do have to leave on time because I have a game I'm supposed to play in.
Well, I think we're good.
Yeah, but just give you a 30-minute warning just in case.
Time's running out.
I feel like now it's stressful, right? This is usually like, oh no, I gotta get this done. My buddy. Yep. I love you too. It's a sweet kitty. Don't claw. Okay. I take it back. Not that sweet. Oh, I see. I see. So you do put the tree. Ow! Don't bite. You're gonna get kicked off the desk, buddy. Oh. Okay, so you put the roots down first, and then you put the tree on top.
Yes.
I like that. That's one thing I also like that you do on your Foundry maps is you add the tree layer and then you like it is overhead.
That's a tile. Yeah.
Yeah. I do that myself too. So when I realized your maps did it, I was like, this is great. Matches everything.
Yeah. Also set up to be always on layer 20, on 20 feet above. So if you place a token on 21 feet, it's above the tree layer.
I remember struggling with that a lot. The levels. Last time I played on Foundry, one of the characters somehow was like negative 10 feet, their token. And I was like, well, how did you get down there?
Under the map.
Yeah.
At least one important thing is missing. Two
Mushrooms.
Things. So now I'm looking up the color table. Figure out which color the mushrooms get. We already have purple and green. So there's something orange.
That was my instinct, but I was like, well.
You can trust your instinct most of the time.
Philadelphia Piper says, I hope that character had a burrow speed. Which character? Oh, the one that was underground. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I don't think so. They weren't even a druid, so they couldn't, like, wild shape into a beaver or a groundhog or whatever. Yeah, the palette is good. Sorry if you can hear little toddler feet running upstairs. They don't know how to walk quietly.
That's fine. For now.
For now, it's fine, yes.
Wait until she's 11 or 12.
Alex says, I feel this map leads towards hags or harpies. Oh, harpies would be good. I was thinking hags too. Like one of those houses with the feet. What do you call those? The Baba Yaga's house.
I don't know that one.
I feel like that's a story, isn't it? Somebody else who knows. Maybe they can put it in the chat. I think it's a story about this like lady and she lived in a house that had chicken feet, legs. Like, and they could get up and move. It's also in Curse of Strahd. Did you ever play in a Curse of
Nope.
Strahd game? Oh, she's in there too. Mr. Goodfix asks if you ever create your own objects.
Yes, yes. This one, for example, the glowing mushrooms here are mine.
We were talking before stream about maybe doing that next stream, like asset creation.
Solely 2 hours, only assets.
Just assets. Mr. Goodfix says Baba Yaga's chicken foot house showed up in one of the D&D Adventure Club modules. See? So I'm not crazy. It is a real story. I think it's based off of a fairy tale or something. But I'd have to look it up. I don't know for sure. She probably eats children or something, you know? Something like that.
So there's one more plant I want to place. Then we need some webs.
Oh, yes. Cobwebs.
Oh, I forgot something important. Well, something very important. Do you remember?
Uh-oh. Dirt? Like...
No.
Something very important. Well, it's not statues.
Nope, not this time.
What did you forget? I don't know.
I'm deleting a few of the orange mushrooms. Because when I zoom out, it feels like there's too much orange.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to
Sure,
be an
if you see it.
accent. Accent
Yes.
color. Mr. Goodfix says the D&D Adventure Club module was a 3-part series. It's 25, The Wandering Hut, 26, A Cauldron of Trouble, and 27, Witch.
Which?
Witch. Chaotic Good DM says the old Russian movies in winter always hit hard in German TV, right, Birdie? I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Old Russian movies in winter?
I think you're from East Germany, so prior DDR, so more leaned towards Russia and Russian tales.
Oh, Mr. Goodfix says in that 3-part series, your task is to rescue the Baba Yaga. And then he can't say anything else because spoilers. Oh, that's a perfect spider web.
It fits perfect in this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alex says, a tip I have learned is layering and save the bright contrasting objects for the top. Not necessarily. I mean, layering, yes. But I don't think you need the bright ones always on top.
I would say it's a rule of thumb. It works, but you can intentionally break that rule without it's looking bad. But it's always looking good if you follow that rule, I would say.
Okay. What are you missing? Okay, so wait. We got spiderwebs now.
But still, one very, very important thing.
Very important thing that we're missing. What else do we do? We can't do lights for I don't know. The frogs? We did forget
Yes.
frogs.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Goodfix asked, do you have any advice on making arrow slits through thick walls in Dungeondraft? I was trying to create my own version of Axehome, and it had a lot of 10-foot wide walls with tapered arrow slits.
I think the newest update has arrow slits. These ones. I would use them as arrow slits on the wall.
Yeah.
Now the frog.
Hey, Froggy. Yeah, Mr. Goodfix says, oh, really? I might just need to update then. You know, also, don't be, okay, Flinty, I can't see the screen, buddy. Don't be afraid to use assets for things that they aren't labeled for, you know? Be creative with them. Because like he said, he would use that for an arrow slit. I've used multiple assets to make contraptions and stuff. So just find something that looks close, you know?
Mm-hmm. Or recombine them.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad Flinty's not on the desk anymore, because now I can sit comfortably. Oh, and hives, yes, we talked about that too. Steven asks if maps should have a compass. Not in D&D, I don't think. I think your compass is, you always, or at least for me, north is always the top of the map.
Yeah. If not, I'm saying this explicitly.
Mm-hmm.
No really place for these. The small ones.
Mr. Goodfix says, so then do you prefer to just draw the map without lighting and walls in Dungeondraft and then configure them in your VTT?
Oh no, I do everything in Dungeondraft.
I'm the opposite. I don't always do lighting in Dungeondraft. I do some, but I don't do like everything in Dungeondraft. Like if I want something to glow, like if it's like a crystal or something and it's got to be blue, I'll put that on the map. But I don't always. I do
that in Dungeondraft and export before doing the lighting, the ambient lighting. So I have the active light bulbs in in Foundry directly, and then I can set them there to have the pulse effect or different effects.
Yeah, that makes sense. But lighting is like half the thing. Plus, I like to, add shadows or edit shadows and stuff, and you can't do that as easy in Foundry, obviously. You're looking at all of his prefabs. Mr. Goodfix says, right, because going back to the arrow slit thing, lighting would get wonky if I didn't make the wall solid and the arrow slit some type of legit opening. I mean, you could just make it a window, a teeny tiny window.
Mm-hmm. That's one option. You also, with the newest version of Dungeondraft, you have more settings for the grid snapping points. It's like 2 more, which allows very small slits.
Matthew says, the amount of prefabs will always amaze me. Yeah, same. Big cauldron for our witch's hut. I don't think anybody can hear this, but my little girl is singing. It's very cute. That's good, because I'm always worried when I do like streams like this that, you know, she's with daddy, and I'm like, hopefully she doesn't give him a hard time, because we're in that age where, you know, everything is no, and everything is, I want to do this now, and, you know, so it can get hard when you do it by yourself. Yeah, already you have all the inside stuff for the house, and that took like 5 minutes. It's crazy. So fast. Oh. My cat just knocked something down. He's mad.
Just
I'm
cat
not.
stuff.
Yeah, just cat things. He's mad. I'm not paying attention. Little porch.
Correct.
So you can observe the beauty of the swamp. And Birdie and I never use the building tool because it makes it really hard to change the floor and the walls and makes things weird. You just put it below the water.
Yeah, because these prefabs have the wrong layer. One of the rare occasions where I didn't follow my own rules. That's why I follow my rules.
Huh. A cute house, even if it's in the swamp. Oh yes, must deter people from stopping by. Mr. Goodfix says they have to run. Thank you so much for running Cantrips Media, and thank you again for hosting this live too. Well, thank you for joining. We do this one every month, although usually we do it the first Friday of every month. You know?
Yeah.
Usually, but I was at a con last weekend, so we couldn't. Ben says Shrek had a cute house in the swamp. I don't remember the Shrek movie much at all. I know I made the title of this a quote from Shrek. What are you doing in my swamp? But I don't think I've actually watched a Shrek movie since I was like, I don't know, high school. That was a while ago. I like these birds. Have a good night, Mr. Goodfix. He says thank you to BirdieMaps too.
Sure. See you next time.
We're close
Also,
to.
starting to rush a little bit, to be honest.
Well, don't rush. You can always finish off stream too. It's my fault because I have to leave. Usually we can just go forever. It doesn't. It's not a big deal. But you got like a pretty like complete map in 2 hours. It is big.
Yes, that's nature maps. Doesn't really matter if I go much bigger. It takes not that much longer.
Whew, graves. This is a creepy place. I guess who, aside from Shrek, would live in a swamp, you know? Hags, witches. All right, adding things floating in the water.
Just a few.
Yeah. I mean, you got so much plants, so many plants and stuff. So I don't want to take away from that, but yes, I always turn the grid off too when I'm zoomed out. It's so distracting. And the mossy logs.
Not that I see them.
Chaotic Good DM says maybe a boat landing area.
Nice one.
Good idea.
Cat just wants to get in. Not now.
Like, are you done yet?
No.
No. Are like big
He's very vocal.
stones to hop across in the water? Oh. Like a bridge. Shrinking stuff in the middle to make it seem like it's lower. Further away from the camera. I'm just narrating what you're doing.
This way it looks more like a hanging bridge.
Yeah.
Suspension bridge.
Yes. That's the word. I know English too, maybe.
In German it's called hanging bridge. Hängebrücke. Which makes sense.
Yes, it does. I mean, you called it a hanging bridge and I understood what it was, so. Oh boy. These details. It looks good though. You have more patience than I do.
I rarely do that. I want to show new things, so
That's true. We are doing a
the time.
yeah, we're doing a stream. Show off techniques people could use. I like this a lot. Alex says the attention to detail is insane. Like I said, it's crazy. If you like this, you should check out his other stuff. All his maps are free. Am I plugging enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Not that we do that for this or do this for that, but may as well.
I think it brought me a few patrons.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. At least one.
Oh, that's good. Hey. It's not like I have the most popular channel or anything either, you know? So. I like my audience, but you know, what is that? What kind of plant is that?
Something that grows on top of graves.
Okay. Oh, those are pretty. Shadows. Alex says, I know my own skill set, but I couldn't do this, and I have tried, so I respect the craft.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm not a horrible map maker, but I agree. I feel like I can't do quite what Birdie does. I've stolen tips from him, but that's about it. Yes, so you can observe the swamp on your porch. Oh yes, why not have more skulls inside the house? Where are they getting all these skulls? How many people go into the swamp?
You don't know the stories of the adventurers who don't return.
I guess that's true. I'm just thinking, who's just wandering into the swamp? That's like 20 heads right there. I guess it could be over time, though. They are skulls at this point, so...
Yeah, a few more here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't save once. Holy shit.
Oh god. Dangerous. We're living on the edge.
Too concentrated.
Yep. It doesn't help that I'm here distracting you. Quick shadow.
We're also missing the shadows for the cliffs. Oh no.
Not with a border. Get that out of here. He just eyeballs it, which I know is crazy. If I were in the audience, I'd be like, how do you figure that out? Because I always try to be more precise with it. Then it makes it worse, I think. Just eyeball it. It's
buggy
easy.
now. Oh, it's one time I have to restart bug. Okay, not so important now. Just wanted to reduce the opacity. Oh. Okay, I think you need to go now, right?
I do, yes, I do. So goodbye. Thanks for the tips, Alex says. Got a game to go to. Me too. I have a game to go to as well. I'm sure Birdie will finish this up a little bit after
So
stream.
they're like 10 minutes or 15 minutes left. Just the lighting and it's done. Shadows and lighting. Maybe some more details. Yeah.
I think you can take forever if you really want to. Like, at least I can. Like, I can keep going forever for maps. Eventually, I just have to be like, no, it's done. But yes, so thank you so much for joining the stream. We'll be doing this again probably next month.
Next month.
Yep. So be on the lookout for that. You can subscribe. You can leave comments down below for anything you guys want to see in the next one. Because this one was suggested to us by last chat, was swamps. I think we were thinking about doing the asset creation next time. But if you guys have a theme...
Exactly. We need a theme for the next time.
Yeah, so if you guys have ideas, drop them down in the comments below. Also, you can join us, either me or Birdie, we're both on Discord. We both have our own Discord communities and all that, so you can always drop it there and we'll consider it. So,
yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.